Hi, this is Shankar.
Hi, this is Ehsaan.
Hi, I'm Loy.
And we are with Ashanti Omkar.
First time in London, lots of anticipation because this is going to be huge, Royal Albert Hall. How do you feel?
Actually, we've been waiting to play at a venue like this, and I have performed there, of course, with Shakti and I don't remember, I think with Louis or something. But performing with SEL, it's going to be a thing.
And how are you feeling? You got
Well,
this
actually,
big
it's the
smile.
first time we're performing in England. Actually, that's a very important thing. We've literally taken us 15 years to come here. We've performed in America, we've performed all over the place, but we haven't come here as yet.
I mean, how did this come about, this concert?
See, it's Viram Jasani and his Asian music circuit. We know of him, and I know him personally for many years now, and he organizes these fantastic Indian and Asian music concerts, especially classical. He's a master at organizing classical. So I was pleasantly surprised when he called for a Shankar-Ehsaan-Loy show at Royal Albert Hall. So we knew that it's going to be a fantastic one because the way he promotes the concert, the way he organizes stuff. Because I think he's one person who organizes concerts for all the maestros in India.
Yeah. Like the rock star, you've got the image. He's got all the image, and he's well known for being the rock star, right? So,
I don't know that.
How do you feel about being part of the Asia Rocks? I mean, because
Asia Rocks, no, that's not, yeah, I guess it's just a name that way. But I mean, we do when you see us on stage, you'll see where all the rock element comes from. And who's the person who's complained about being the loudest on stage? So.
Yeah. And he's looking so innocently at that, So Loy, tell us, I mean, you probably visited England many times.
It's my fourth day out here.
This is your first trip?
Second trip, but
First
very little time.
days.
First day, I think it was a couple of hours. Second time was again a couple of hours.
Oh wow! So how are you finding?
Feeling good, but I really wish I had much more time.
And you guys been sweeping the awards circuit in Bollywood.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Yes, you
Not
have.
really.
You have. I read the stats. But how does that feel?
Competition is fantastic, but awards is not something that you can base your creativity and stuff on. And when the awards come, it's fun. If they don't come, it's as much fun.
So Shankar, I was speaking with Farhan Akhtar, and we were reminiscing about Breathless and how he directed the video, and
Farhan and Zoya together.
Together. Oh, there you go. And then, of course, you've gone on to do Dil Chahta Hai and all these big name films with them. Tell me about your kind of relationship with Excel.
It's been a long run with them, and it's wonderful working with them, really. And I think they are the most, no nonsense kind of production house.
Yeah.
It's not filmy, filmy is a term that you use in the film industry, where you say something but you mean something else. They don't have that feel, which many of the other production houses have. So, and Farhan, we share a very special bond with him because he's musical, and I think we respect each other as artists.
Especially because you did Rock On, and that was, I think, a base for your rock stardom to kind of kick off even more, right? And West is West, let's talk about that, because that's very British, very UK, and you know, the soundtrack went down a tree. Mm-hmm. Tell us about how that kind of happened.
What do you mean by that?
West is West. I mean, how did it all kind of?
What do you mean by the soundtrack went down?
It did a treat. Like people loved it.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought it went down a tree. I was wondering.
a tree. Oh my gosh, I'm not pronouncing my T's correctly.
Well, that was a very. I mean, once when we met the director and the producer, we just said that I mean, there was no questions, nothing to discuss. We said we're doing the film. And the collaborations that we did in that film is very nice with Saeens Zaoud from Pakistan. And having seen the film just like a little while ago, it all fits in so beautifully into that film. And I wish it had become a bigger international hit. That would have been super.
It did pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
Especially in the UK. It was
Yeah, of
something
course.
much anticipated,
Yeah.
And of course, you had My Name is Khan, which has been seen in, I think, every country of the world.
Yeah.
How does that feel for you? Because that was an awesome soundtrack.
It's very special. I think it's a special film even for the director himself, Karan Johar. It was not the typical Karan Johar genre of film. He also moved away from his regular filmmaking this thing, and he made a film called My Name is Khan. And we also decided to keep the soundtrack pretty ethnic, pretty techno savvy. Kept it having that little bit of a Sufi touch to it, and very Indian melodies, and it really worked. People in the beginning said, "Oh, what is this? It's not sounding modern or anything like that." But slowly, as they heard it again and again, then Sajda became a hit, then Tere Naina became a hit, Noor-e Khuda became a hit. So all the songs became a hit.
And I think one of the biggest questions for you guys, all three of you are very busy session musicians as well as doing all this music for so many Bollywood films as well. You output quite a lot. How are you juggling your lives? How are you doing it?
We've got a good manager.
See, juggling, actually we are juggling today. So when you come and see us in the studio, you will experience the madness.
I'm coming.
Yeah, please do come, and there is a method in the madness, but everybody going nuts, including the directors, producers, people waiting, this, that, but it happens eventually.
It all comes
We make
together.
it happen.
But creatively, you're three very, very disparate people and with very different knowledges of music, let's say. How do you make it work and fuse in so well together? Because that can't be, I mean, you
took us maybe 15 years to figure it out.
And we still not figured it out.
Yes, still haven't figured it out. And I don't know, I think is that, you try and be as honest with whatever you're doing. I think that's the best way I can put it. And not try to force fit something on
Yeah.
it. So, and also I think there's a certain amount that you can move off from a path. So if the path is this way and someone takes it there, and the third guy brings it back on. So this is the whole process.
I mean, Ehsaan, you love the blues, don't you? And that's your thing. Do you try and infuse a little bit as much as you can, or is there something
in
that
my guitar playing? There's a lot of the blues, but I mean, of course, you can't really push it into everything. But I guess there's a certain approach, or certain maybe just a certain approach that you take to composing and to improvising, where I do use the blues.
And I mean, you're known as Mr. Fender in India, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because you're the brand endorser and you've been traveling the country. I mean, how does that feel for you?
Well, it was when I found out that I was getting a signature model. I mean, I don't know, you put me in, it was beyond being happy. It was something quite unknown, actually, the feeling, because it doesn't get bigger than Fender as far as a guitar player goes. And one is to get an endorsement, and two is to get a signature model. So then you're up there with everybody else in terms of your craft, and I think that's very good.
It's big, isn't it? And Loy, your daughter recently sang fantastic song. Tell us about your family and the whole kind of musical.
Oh my God, we were how many were we? 17 cousins living in this building, which means 17 into X amount of parents, into X amount of parties, into X amount of singing songs. So it was like, and the thing is that I started playing guitar, so I was the kind of official accompanist at all the parties, So it worked in a very strange way, because part of the process was like you're reverse engineering the whole process right now, because while you're accompanying somebody, you're also learning how to transpose a song on the spot. You're learning structure, you're learning melodies. So now when I look back at it, I know it has it's played a beautiful role in its own way. My dad used to play harmonica, my mom used to play little bit of mandolin and harmonium as well. So
Wow.
play the.
Gosh, it's a hot. In fact, Shankar, your son has been doing quite a lot of musical things lately. Siddharth. Have you
Getting into
been?
it. He's getting into it. I mean, he's got a long road ahead, but somewhere he has to start, and he's decided to pick up music. That's good for him. He just finished a short course in Berklee College of Music and came back to India, and he, along with one cousin, they have signed up as music directors for a Marathi film.
Wow.
And he's singing a bit here and there, but yeah, I feel they're still students. They have to work a lot. They have to study a lot. I think they have to just get that musical knowledge for the next 5-6 years. That's what I keep telling them. So that's what they're doing now. So yeah, they're on the process of becoming musicians. Yeah.
And you know that I'm going to put you on the spot, as I always do, and ask you to sing Mitwa for me.
That's not a spot. That's the easiest thing I can do. मेरे मन ये बता दे तू किस ओर चला है तू क्या पाया नहीं तूने क्या ढूंढ रहा है तू जो है हम कही जो है हम सुनी वो बात क्या है बता मितवा कहे धड़कने तुझसे क्या
Wow, beautiful as always.
जो है वो बात